For Marion Clifford, 91 years old this year, it was a journey she had to make. It began several days ago in her hometown of Calgary in Canada. Like many of these people, Marion had crossed the Atlantic to be on this hillside outside Glossop, where her son Antony, a Lancaster pilot, and his crew of 5 perished in 1945, 11 days after the war in Europe was over.
I wanted to see, maybe I will never be able to do it again, to see where I lost him.
Tell us what you're wearing here.
This is my Silver Cross. The government of Canada gives every mother that lost their boy a Silver Cross. That's why I wear it.
They travelled thousands of miles to be here, their intention to climb to the top. But for the elderly and the frail, it was too much. And so a helicopter came to the rescue. Today, some 40 relatives of those killed made the long journey here to stage a simple service 1,000 feet up this mountain which claimed the lives of their loved ones. The dead were all Canadian airmen who were on a training mission from RAF Linton-upon-Ouse in North Yorkshire when they lost their way and crashed near Glossop.
This service provides you with an ideal opportunity to salute the brave spirit and tremendous sacrifice of those who joined the fight for freedom 50 years ago. I salute you and thank you. Jean Chrétien, Premier, Prime Minister of Canada.
The chaplain of RAF Linton, the Reverend Richard Lee, read messages from the Governor-General of Canada and from its Prime Minister. Mrs. Clifford herself, in the cold and blustery weather, unveiled the commemorative stone at the place where the bomber crashed and her son died. Even today, some of the wreckage remains, the rest removed by souvenir collectors.
It was just absolutely great. Just broke my heart, though, for a minute. I couldn't, it's pretty sad,
Clutching a wild flower she'd picked from the crash scene, Mrs. Clifford began her long journey home again, a journey she'd never thought she'd live to make.
Was there?
A pilgrimage 50 years in the making, the eventual destination, one of the remotest mountain peaks in Derbyshire. They came, young and old, from Canada, the USA and Britain, trekking across one of the country's most hostile landscapes. The strain happily endured. The driving force, the wish to see the place where their fathers, sons and brothers, all wartime heroes, had died.
I wouldn't have stopped coming. I just had to come and see what happened to him.
90 years of age, but still determined to see the site of her son's death. Antony "Sonny" Clifton was the pilot of the Canadian Air Force Lancaster, with his crew a veteran of several raids over Germany, which crashed on May the 18th, 1945.
Being here, at least I'll know that I saw what happened to him, That's about the only way I can explain it. I can't explain it any other way.
The pilgrimage not yet complete. A helicopter ferried relatives to the crash site. Among the determined travellers, the family of the only British casualty, leading aircraftsman John Mayne from Glasgow.
And we're so happy to be here, to know where he landed and all that's been done for the memory of him.
Oh, it's a sad journey, right enough, but I'm pleased in a way.
Why, tell me what...
where the plane came.
Wreckage still strewn across the landscape, the last remains of the American Dakota, a victim of the peak's notorious weather conditions. Relatives seeking souvenirs, suffering mixed emotions.
It's kind of a relief to see what's happened and different things. Now that we can have a piece of the plane, why, really, I think it's really nice that they had this.
I never expected to be here. I didn't know there was anything left here.
It's very moving. We weren't expecting anything like this. Originally, it was just me and Steve, and we were hoping a couple of the relatives would come and stand there with us and have a couple of minutes silence, but it snowballed into this.
Many have cause to be grateful for the heroic efforts of these men.
An emotional service, the sad sacrifice finally officially recognised. Countries and families united in remembering the dead. Peter Marshall, North West Tonight.